Hey, what's up? Hello, and welcome back to another Earth2 in the Know update. We are so glad that you made it. So, the market is continuing to trade sideways with no major signs of a break in the near future, unfortunately. It's been over a month since the last skin release, and it's actually been a pretty quiet weekend, other than the animal update that we saw a few days back. This is Earth2 in the Know, and let's get into it. Do keep in mind that we will be finding this week's winner somewhere in the video. So, like I said, other than the recent video with the update showing the work on animals, it's been a pretty quiet weekend. However, you know Earth2. Even when it's quiet, there's always something exciting in the minds of the community. And currently there's a lot of excitement about the soon-to-be-met cap on the side droid tech. Full disclosure, this is a holiday weekend for me, so I'm actually running a day behind. But as of the last update shared by the user Telus, the most recent update shows that the stats are, we're going to go over them now. The number of raid commanders is 455,687, leaving just over 44,000 to be created. The number of Ether Reckoners currently in existence is 459,879, leaving just over 40,000 to be minted. And the one that's got everybody super excited is the number of side droid technicians is actually at 492,859 plus 2266, which I'm assuming that's what Telus actually created on his side, leaving just under like 8,000 to be minted. So that's crazy low. It's probably way lower than that now because, like I said, these figures are over 24 hours old, but it's what we got for now. But what has everybody excited is that this means that we could be as few as 2 or 3 days left to create them. There was another useful stat provided while I was in Discord by Earth2 Man Arapa, and that is that at the current time of production yesterday when we were working on the video, they were currently trading at 13 cents, and there was only 27 pages left of them below 20 cents. However, I'm sure that's even smaller now, like I said, that we're a day later. As a matter of fact, one of our more famous users had decided to remove all of his tech listings from the market, for what we can only assume is fear of letting them go undervalued. We even considered making a bunch more, but the red energy tax decided for us that the workforce is balanced enough, and we want to keep the red energy and be able to feed everyone accordingly. Before we go any further, we do want to welcome all of our regular viewers. We are always so glad to have you guys all back. As well as go ahead and welcome anyone who may be visiting the channel for the very first time. It's been a while since we've visited the Tier 3 land market, but I figured it'd be a good time to play catch up, as there's not a lot of news coming from HQ. From our last update, we've seen several Tier 3 openings, the furthest one back being Oromia, Ethiopia. Oromia barely saw any action with a current trading price of 0.109 or right around the 11 cent USD mark. If for some reason you are looking for copious oil, you can achieve this by upgrading tiles to a Tier 2 for 0.375 at the time of production. We also saw Cortez in Honduras open as well, which had even less success with a trading price of 0.105. However, we do contribute that to no major resource hubs on the landing spot or any major mines in the territory. Next to follow was Nabuk Naru, which we could not even find any Tier 3 tiles available for comparison or to even look at available resources, as this whole area seemed to be completely sold out. After that, it was Manzini Eswanti, which itself is currently only trading for a dime or 0.104. And being that it hosts a little development and no major resources, it's easy to see why this land did not feature a major run on the market. However, to build side droids and to be able to raid from any T3 bot, you're looking at about 20 cents in difference worth of essence for the upgrade. Last but not least, just a few days ago, Kalu Congo was released, and it's currently trading at 0.104. There is a mine to the north of the landing spot that hosts gold and oil. This can be upgraded to a tier 2 for resource collection and side droid building for 24 cents worth of essence a tile. Coming up next, we have the Southern Governata of Bahrain, the UAE, coming up. Totally probably butchered that name, and if so, I apologize. Which has access to copious oil and different ranges of limestone across the land. If by chance you are looking for these resources, it may be a decent entry with only 18 cents per tile in essence for you to upgrade. With that, we're all caught up with what's happening in the Tier 3 property releases. Wishing we had better news to report when it came to the market. However, things are still in bear market conditions for the most part. When we take a look at Bitcoin, you can see that there's been no major upward action for days. And there's no reason to believe that the altcoins would rally in its absence. We can see almost an identical chart pattern when it comes to our host chain Ethereum. The charts are almost carbon copies. Now, if we look at the Essence line chart, you can once again see a higher price a week ago with sideways trade line action, other than a few dips. There was one major one that we have already addressed in an earlier video this week. The point being is that most of the charts seem to be right on point with how the market is reacting. The reason that these charts are being brought up is because we have noticed that there are some critics who are still harping about the current Essence price action. We want to reassure our viewers that the charts can easily be cross-referenced to show that these conditions are reflective of larger players inside of the market. We do urge you to not buy into narratives from people who do not understand market trends and conditions. They only see a bleeding chart. They don't understand why. That's all they want to talk about is so low, so low, so low. Well, can we talk about Bitcoin losing like $14,000 in value? Ethereum losing like $900 in value? Can we talk about that? That said, we have to throw out the disclaimer that we are not suggesting values will change. And please do your own research before making investments and financial decisions. Just as an extra point, we want to remind people that at the time of June 6th, Essence was 0.1268 or around 13 cents USD. Bitcoin at the exact same time was trading around $72,000, give or take a few hundred. And that is a major contrast to the market conditions that we're seeing now, where Bitcoin is currently trading at around 58K. In turn, leading to a totally understandable price of a nickel for a completely underknown pre-marketed token like Essence. Listen, we love the Essence token, but it's not a major player yet. It's not. These conditions are going to happen because people who do not like risk will often sell off their assets in a bear market condition to minimize their exposure, while others prefer to stake their holdings and allow it to compound while waiting for better market conditions. There is no wrong way to play it if you make money. Speaking of Essence, let's go ahead and take a look at what has happened over the last 24 hours with the token. Like I said, keep in mind it's been a pretty quiet weekend. So in the last 24 hours, there's been 5K in volume. Liquidity sitting right around 200K. There's been a larger number of holders than at launch. We're right around 2.8K, which is 2008, give or take a few. And the token is 3 months old. The transactions were super minimal, with there only being 21 in total, 15 of them being sells, and 6 being buys. Essence at the time of production is trading for 0.05421 USD for a 24-hour loss of 0.56%. We do want to just add that the sales we are seeing are in much smaller amounts than we have ever had before. A few even under 20 USD. They're probably just people that are selling their daily farmed essence after dumping all of their bags. The reason that we bring this up is because that sale number seems intimidating until we talk about how small some of them actually are. Things are looking up in the game economy when it comes to Sidroids, as last week they were flooring in the low 30s, and here we are a week later with the prices bouncing all the way back up to the 40s. So that's like 10 cents, that's a good deal of value gained back in a week. Jewels are, however, still listing at 6 cents for commons, and that's going to seem to be persistent with their value, at least for now. Although there is some excitement about the Sidroid tech, the civilian market is still seeing market lows, with geologists being so undervalued from their high that some users are dumping them for as low as a few cents each. They were fighting so hard for that 10-cent mark, and now they're back down to like 3 or 4 cents. What are you going to do? It's a bear market. And that's going to about cover it for the market conditions for the in-game economy, as well as the Essence token trading in the DeFi space. We urge everyone to remember that we are but an infant in the space, at having a digital asset only 3 months old and a project that has not even been to market yet. That said, let's go ahead and find this week's winner, where we're giving away a free 100 tile plot of T3 land with at least one resource on it. This week's winner will be getting a sweet bit of forest land with some oil under it in the Republic of Congo. It's not all forestry, there is a little bit of clearing in there as well, but enjoy. So, huge congrats to this week's winner. All you have to do to claim your prize is reach out via the official Earth2 Discord. You can find us with the green name under content creators, and we will be glad to get you that code. Alright, so before we go any further, we do want to invite you to subscribe if you are a first-time visitor. Not only do we do several videos a week and weekly giveaways, we are an official Earth2 creator and only bring accurate information to you, free from hype. We guess that's going to wrap this video up for now, and we're so glad that you made it out to the channel. Hopefully this has been useful information for you today, and we look forward to seeing you in the next update. We're going to go ahead and say goodbye for now, but as you know, never for very long. And as always, we cannot wait to see you in the Earth2 Metaverse. Be kind, it's free.